My name is Coach Brian Brandstetter, and I'm the Director of Coaching as well as a head coach for the California Bearcats. We are a youth program that covers grades 3rd through 8th grade, and recently we've just begun a high school program as well. What our goal here today is to show you a variety of drills that can be used at the youth level, all the way from your beginning groups in 2nd, 3rd grade, and the drills will get more complicated as we proceed, and those drills are designed to be more for those older kids. One thing you'll notice about the drills that we've picked today is that they are very fundamental based. As an organization, we believe very highly in building a strong fundamental skill set. One of the major goals of our club is that we prepare kids to play high school basketball. While stacking up wins is great, we believe that our job is done when we go and graduate kids from 8th grade into their 9th grade seasons, and we go watch them play in high school, and we will see them contributing either on their freshman, JV, or varsity teams as freshmen, sophomores, juniors. And as we make our rounds around the county, we notice that there are California Bearcats almost at every high school, not only making their team, but also contributing. One of the biggest things we stress in our club is organization with our coaching staff, and we've encouraged them to just come with practice plans every day to practice. And to further facilitate that and be more organized within our practice setting, we want to build a core base of drills that we do for the first 15 to 20 minutes of practice. So if the kids, the second they enter the gym, they know exactly what they're going to do the second practice begins. This minimizes any wasted time that we have in practice. And these are the drills that I'm going to show you today. Enjoy.
The first thing we're going to do is a simple 2-ball dribbling drill. This is a great ball handling exercise, and it will allow your team to get warmed up at the same time while working at ball handling. That they're hitting those stutters. Change of speed on offense is crucial. You catch a defender sleeping by a quick speed up, slow down, speed up, and you can beat defenders to the basket. The next group now is going to alternate drill. Ready? Eyes up. One last thing you may want to point out at any sort of ball handling exercise that you want your players in attack position. That means that they're not dribbling straight up, but they're dribbling low. You can notice both groups of players, their knees were bent, their butts were down, they were low. That means they're ready to play this game. Next drill, very simple drill. We're going to emphasize ball handling again. Also, it's another great way to get loose. Again, they can stay in their line, so it's a drill you can start practice out with, especially again with that 3rd to 5th grade range. We're going to emphasize passing, footwork. And by footwork, what I mean is a reverse pivot, which is used a lot in the game of basketball. But you'd be amazed at how many kids don't understand. So what the players are going to do is they're going to dribble hard with their right hand, just past the free throw line. They're going to execute a jump stop. They'll be low, and they're going to reverse pivot and deliver a chest pass to their teammate. Reverse pivot, deliver good. So here we have 2 players. My first guy's going to dribble out hard. When you watch, he's going to dribble game speed with the right hand, dribble hard. He's going to reverse pivot after the jump stop, reverse pivot right foot. He's going to step, pass, follow through on that pass. And then the next guy would go. Now what you can add to this is you can go, okay, now we're going to go left hand dribble, left foot, reverse pivot. So Sam will demonstrate that now. So now he'll go hard with his left hand, jump stop, reverse pivot left foot. Snap a crisp pass right to the chest every time. Again, a very simple drill to do at a young age. This drill we call the Merv Lopes layup drill. Again, it's ideal for younger groups, 3rd through 5th grade. It's a fantastic way to teach kids how to shoot both right and left hand layups. Basketball is a game of footwork. This drill basically isolates the 2 steps you need to explode to the basket to shoot not only a right hand, but a left hand layup. So if your team is struggling with their offhand, this is a great way to build it in before the dribble. So what we're going to do is a continuous drill. We call it the Merv Lopes drill. Coach Merv Lopes, we were fortunate enough to have come speak to our group, and he's the one who showed us this. And I think it'd be very valuable for a young team, especially a young, inexperienced team. How this drill starts, you have 2 lines on each side of the key. They're set above the block, probably around the first hash. And what our player is going to do here is he's going to shoot a right-hand layup on the right-hand side. So it's going to be a hard step with the right foot, plant foot on that left, and then he's going to drive that knee and arm up as he shoots a right-hand layup. He's going to get his own rebound, and he's going to go to the opposite line and give the ball to the next guy in line. We're going to alternate each side. This group will be shooting left-hand layups, so it'll be opposite. First step will be with the left foot, then step with the right foot, and again explode with that left knee up, left hand high. And this is a great time. 90% of people are right-handed, so this is a great way to work on your left-handed layups. Ready? Go. Good. Quick. Again, we're focused on footwork and exploding to the basket. Drive that knee up. No dribble. Completely isolated, just the 2 steps you need to make a layup. Make sure the player is clear before you go, so you don't kill each other. And again, we're just isolating the footwork. Nice job, guys. Keep going. Good. Again, teaching points. Footwork. Make sure they're only taking 2 steps. And then second, they're exploding, driving that knee up. We want your player to elevate as high as possible when they go to shoot their layup. So someday they hopefully can dunk the ball. And then developing that offhand. So this is another full court drill. Again, great for a younger group. We're going to isolate a defensive shuffle in this drill. We're going to also focus on passing. We're going to bring back the jump stop, and now we're going to add a layup at the other end. So you can see we just did a drill that really minimized the layup, and now we're going to add the layup in game speed where we're moving the whole time. So they're going to have to catch a pass and finish. We're going to have to jump stop at the other end and deliver a good, clean bounce pass, and then we're going to do a defensive slide all the way down the court. We'll walk through it real quick just to get a slow motion view of it. But the key is you want to make sure your players maintain good defensive stance so their butts are down, they're on their toes, and they're sliding. The other thing, and this happens very commonly, especially with young groups, we need to maintain spacing. Spacing in basketball is crucial. These 2 players, you'll notice, as you do this drill, will slowly come closer and closer together. They need to maintain that one player stays on this lane line all the way down, this player goes along the sideline. Our outside line, this is our shooting line. These guys will be shooting the layup. They'll be chest passing all the way down, back and forth, so they're going to be moving, throwing a pass to one another, therefore they have to throw the pass where their player is going to be, otherwise they'll be behind. Inside player, when he gets to the 3-point line elbow area, will hit a jump stop and then deliver a bounce pass to the outside line guy who will be cutting in the basket. And it's important that that guy maintains a good angle to the basket. 45-degree angle to the basket, so you have a good angle towards the backboard to lay the ball in. You guys got it? No. So just go down and sprint back, okay? Ready? Off the ball. Off the ball. Don't stop, pass, go. Next, let's go. Once you get to half court. Stay down, don't cross the feet side. Below the block. We really want to maintain discipline in these drills. These drills are building a foundation. Stay in that defensive stance. Butts are down on our toes and we're sliding. Delivering the pass. Feet should never cross. We maintain spacing by staying on our lane lines. And then it's imperative that the inside guy jump stops between the 3-point line and the elbow so you can deliver a crisp pass. And the cutter from the outside line, you need to stay above that block when you attack the basket. So you have the angle that we were talking about. You guys understand? Good. And the last thing you want to emphasize in these passing layup drills is calling for the ball. That means you're ready to catch, you're aware of what's going on around you, and you're ready to play. And it also encourages communication, which is a huge, huge component to this game. Next drill, very common basketball drill. Again, I think it's great for the youth level. It's the 3-man weave, emphasizes passing, again, making layups, finishing at the other end. Not to mention there's a discipline component that we like to teach because we like to go down and back with the three-man weave, especially with the younger group. Go, off the ball, good. Bring it out. Now fast, talk, to the wind. So with a really young group, 3rd, 4th grade, we like to do the three-man weave down and back. Again, focus on passing, finishing layups, and then communication. As you get older, we can progress and add a fast break component to it. And that's the three-man weave down, 2-on-1 back. Again, very common drill. Keys to this drill are, the guy who makes the layup is what? What? Defense. Say it loud. Defense. The 2 guys coming back are your 2 offensive players. The key is the defender needs to turn after making the layup, sprint back to the paint, and get into a stance and try to stop the ball. Talk, let's go. Come on, talk the ball. Go push, sprint back. Good, man. Can't cut, don't breathe. Good. This next drill we call it's just a basic beat cut drill. You're going to teach your players, again, this is something we would run with maybe 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th graders, all the way up through 8th, even in high school. It's a great drill to teach your players to take their man away from the basketball and then cut hard towards the basketball. And the other thing we like to emphasize here is good hard pass, not stopping until you've received the ball, and then the jump stop on the catch, and it's a pivot to open up towards your next target and snap the pass forward. I like to use this drill as a precursor to our press break because it teaches the kids to get the ball up the court without dribbling, therefore using the pass, which is what you need to break a good press. And then on the far end, we're going to be able to take a shot. The first shot we'll take is a catch rip layup, but you can add to it. You can pull up jump shot, you can add dribble moves, all sorts of things at the end. And the player who shoots the ball is going to have to sprint all the way back down with a hard game speed dribble to get back in this line. How this drill is set up. Start with one line where the basketball is underneath the basket. The first player will step out into the paint. Our next line is roughly at the hash mark. We'll have 2 or 3 guys in this line. Our 3rd line is going to be over here near half court. And again, it's going to have to deal with how strong your players are and how far they can pass the ball. And another key is you want to make sure your players who are actively involved in the drill because they're going to go are actually stepping onto the court. So Jake, step forward. So you're on the court. Good. Our last line is our shooting line. Over here, turn the line, extend it, maybe a little bit higher. So we'll walk through it the first time and just show it. So Sam will start the drill, and how this drill starts, he can slap the ball, see if he's ready. Ty is going to take 2 or 3 hard sprint steps, and then jab step, the sheet cut, and catch a chest pass. Off the ball, jump stop catch, and he's going to run through the pass. The reason we want to teach our players to run through the pass is because we do not want defenders sneaking in and stealing that pass by waiting for it to get to us. You've got to want the basketball. Now, once he catches and jump stops, right? So he's going to jump stop, his elbows are out, in case something gets close. He's going to pivot to open up to his next target, who is Jake. By the time he's catching, Jake is already making his V cut, and he's coming hard. We're going to snap that pass. Pause. Ty will then follow his pass to the next line. Just like Sam did here. Now Jake's going to open up with a pivot. Job, V-cut. Coaches, it is key that you make sure your players do good V-cuts. Do not let them get away with being lazy. In a game, if you make a good, hard V-cut, you're going to get over. So John's going to take this guy into here. He's going to V-cut hard. He comes towards the ball, not some catch. Now here's the key. He's going to catch with a jump stop. He's going to get low, right? Emphasize low, ready to play. He's going to do a knee-to-knee rip to open up towards the basket. In this case, I just want a head fake, drive to the basket. Got it? Once he makes the layup, he's going to game speed dribble down the sideline, out of the drill, and get it to that foul line. We're working on ball handling. We're working on passing. We're working on taking our man we're working on jump stopping, we're working on finishing at the basket. But again, you can see how you can add a variety of different dribble moves or attack moves for jump shooting to this drill. You can even put a clock to it and say we have to make X number of layups in this amount of time. And say if we don't do that, we got to run. You work right hand, left hand, and also communication. Every time these guys are catching the basketball, they should be calling for the ball. You know what should be waiting for a pass. You guys got it? Follow your pass, go quick, I'll let the next group know when it's time to go. Ready? Don't cheat the beat cut. Go! Step good. Next, go. Good. Don't stop. Don't stop. Wait for a time. Pass. Go. So that first set of drills, those are drills that I like to see us run in our 3rd through 5th grades. Now the next set of drills that we're going to go through are what I would consider a little bit more advanced drills. And how I traditionally like to start practice with an older group is a drill, again, it's going to be a full court drill. It works on ball handling and defense, and there's a conditioning component to it. But the kids understand that the second they walk in the drill, this is the first thing they're going to do. It's just a very simple partner drill where one partner's on defense, the other partner's on offense. And it's just a zigzag down the court. You can get both sides of the court going, and they alternate offense, defense each time. And you get to work on defensive integrity by staying in a stance. Traditionally, I make them go twice with their hands behind their back so they learn to beat the offensive player to the spot using their feet. And then the third time through, we'll add hands and go live so the defensive player can poke the ball away from the offensive player. And then once they get across half court, you can allow them to go live and attack the basket in a one-on-one fashion. Partner the ball, start in this corner. One thing I like to emphasize in this drill is that my players are ready to play. That means my offensive player, when it's his turn to go, knees better be bent, better be in a triple threat or attack position, ready to attack this player. Defense, we preach a 45-degree angle. He knows that he's only going to be going from sideline to lane line all the way down, so he should be a 45-degree angle, which means he's at a slight angle, but he's not giving him everything. But enough so that when he goes hard, he can try to beat him to that spot. His chest is out, his butt is down, he's on his toes, and his hands are behind his back, so he doesn't. Ultimately, what we're trying to do with the hands behind the back is teach kids how to play defense with their feet, not their hands. We see a big problem with kids just reaching out and grabbing guys when they get beat, and we want to take that away in this situation. So the first time through, hands behind the back. Offensive player, work on your ball handling, okay? But go somewhere with the dribble. Don't fall into the and one mode where you take 17 dribbles and don't go anywhere. You want to be attacking constantly. The whole point is to make the defender work right now. Hard, good. Beat him to the spot. Zigzag, guys. Zigzag, good. Next group, let's go. Big cushion. Don't let the defensive player give a huge cushion. Just maintain that arm's length away. Stay down good. Beat him to the spot. Going line to line. Zigzag. This next drill, 3 lines on the baseline, we call it the Celtic passing drill. They're going to go around the half court, and it's going to end with a layup in this situation. It's a passing drill, it's a conditioning drill. Again, catch on the jump stop. A lot of different things you can focus on in this drill, and there's a lot of things you can add when it comes to the shot. For younger groups, or if your basketball IQ is low for your team, you may want to add cones. It gives the players targets and where to run to, but you're going to be staying within the half court. And I'm going to use cones today just so that you have an idea of where the cones go in the spots that we're trying to hit. The other idea here is we don't want the ball to touch the floor until the bounce pass for the layup. You can see the cones are set up so that each player knows where their target is. Might have to adjust that cone. Basically, when they get it going, they're going to go to the midway point of the sideline, to the corner of half court, the middle of half court, the other corner, the other midway point of that sideline. And then we're going to finish with the layup. All right, first group, let's walk through it. Make sure we're calling for the ball. Make sure we're jump stopping on every catch. Understand? We're going to finish the layup. Ready? So once we get to this point, what you notice is our player will snap the pass to the next guy he catches. He Release those to the corner. This guy then cuts to the basket for a layup. Again, we're cutting above the block, good angle to the basket. Our corner player is throwing a bounce pass. Layup. The middle guy comes through for the rebound. He does not let that ball hit the court. Again, there's a discipline component to this by not allowing the ball to hit the floor. If they do, you can have a penalty for that as well. And then once they score, the next group's off and going. All right, ready to go full speed now? Let's go. Snap the pass to the chest pass. See the conditioning components of this drill. In fact, that's a sprint to the spot. Cut to the basket. Layup. Gone. Rebound. Good. Sprint. That's sprint. Make sure your players don't travel. So now we're adding a jump shot component to this. So we pass the ball. We get our cutter. Pass the ball. Go the bounce pass. Our middle guy now fills to here. Right? And he's spotting up for a shot. We're going to get a jump shot. And we have 2 rebounds. Ready to go. Okay? So this is how we can add a jump shot to this by attacking the basket. And we're going to shoot the layup, which is jump stop, reverse pivot, kick to a shooter. Great. Traditionally, we use this and go against the clock and put a penalty. They have to make X number of layups in 2 minutes. I like to call this drill the 2-minute drill for that reason. You can go both right hand and left hand. It only takes 5 minutes then out of your practice, and you're going to get a lot of shots in. You're going full court conditioning. And again, you're working on passing the ball and communicating. And you're putting a goal on the line for them to obtain, which is I need to make 20 layups in 2 minutes, 25 layups. I mean, that you'll have to define based on the skill set of the team that you have, and probably what age you're at. In the high school, we do 35 layups in 2 minutes, and if they don't make that, we got to run, and then we try to boost that up as practices go on to get more comfortable and they can run the drill cleaner. And also we want to continue to push them to see how many drill layups they can get in with that 2-minute period. The drill sets up like this. You have a player with a basketball underneath each basket that's starting to paint, facing the backboard. You have lines at each hash, up and down the court. We're going to go simultaneously, 2 players at the same time, so you should be making 2 layups every time. And again, we go for 2 minutes traditionally. Here we're just going to show a couple reps, and then we'll show how we go back the other way. The drill is started by our players in the paint. They will throw the ball up off the glass. Max here will demonstrate that. He's going to go up and get a big rebound. He's going to keep the ball up high. He's going to open up away from the defense, and our first player is going to step up and call for that outlet. Now Max will sprint. It's a pass back, pass to the next guy, and then it's a bounce pass for a layup. This is another drill where the ball should not hit the floor except for on the bounce pass. If each guy's doing their part in hustling, the guy who's getting the rebound will get the ball at the net and continue to go. It's a fast drill. Only the first player to go throws it off the backboard. After that, it's completely continuous. So count down, be loud. Ready? Go. No lazy passes. Good. This is a 5-ball shooting drill. Again, this is a more advanced drill, sometimes referred to as the Kentucky shooting drill. And what it does is allows you, again, to go up against the clock. You can also refer to it as the 4-minute drill. We usually go 4 minutes to the right, 4 minutes to the left. It takes about a total of 10 minutes of practice, but you get a lot of shots up. Again, you can put a goal to it, like 90 makes within the 4 minutes. If they don't make it, they have to run. There's a passing component. You get jump shots and layups all in the same drill. Every time, hold the ball. Go straight. Grab it, Bird. Go, Bird. Left, Bird. Pass it down. Left. Throw the ball in front. Hold the ball. Thank you for watching the drills today. As you'll notice, one of the big things that we tried to focus on today was ball movement, passing the ball, moving the ball up the court quickly, being able to catch and rip through and make a strong pass. The way the game is progressing today, small ball is becoming the norm. We want to encourage that in our club as well. If you have any questions or you need any other information about our club, the California Bearcats, please visit californiabearcats.com or contact Brenda, whose email you'll see along the screen.
Thank you and have a great day.